What up, guys? Got an old plant with some old equipment here. Getting ready for the heating season. And I got a couple unit heaters that I gotta look at. So they're kind of spread out. I got two in this room. I got my lift and my bag ready. We're gonna get up there and see. This one looked like it might be running. See the flashy green light there. The one on the other side was flashing 3 or 4 times, I believe. So I'm gonna start in the back, work my way this way, because I got 2 around the corner and then 2 in another building on the other side. You can see the green flashy light, and I'm getting hit with heat right here, and that thing's running. They said it wasn't running. What we're gonna do is just get to it and at least clean the flame sensor and stuff. This is a nasty area. You can see it's just dusty, old nasty factory. So we're gonna get up and at least blow everything out and clean it up. I think that's probably all that needs to be done. And try not to break stuff. I need to be right where the damn light is. And I got a fan blowing on this one, but no heat. There's your green light. Four flashes. So we'll figure out what 4 flashes is. I mean, the heat exchanger doesn't look terrible. I actually don't see much rust or anything on this one. These don't look that old. They don't keep little spot on that side, but it's solid. They don't keep these things. They're not trying to comfort heat. I mean, they got an old half-ass insulated building with holes everywhere and everything else, so they're just trying to keep everything from freezing. They're not comfort heating the space. I don't know if anybody really works back here. They're kind of using it as storage and kiln, I guess. Somebody left their DeWalt light right there. I'm pretty sure that's an oven or a kiln. So let's get in here and see what we got. I just hit that. There's crap everywhere. This motor's running. I mean, it's a fine dust too. So I can see it, it's all inside the combustion motor. So let's get that off. We know we had 4 flashes, we'll shut it off. I'm probably gonna bring some nitrogen and blow all this crap out. Probably move my lift so I'm not in the way. Scoot back further this way and then blow everything that way. I can try to stay out of the dust. And because of this monstrosity down here, can't really get to that side. Might be able to extend over top of it, but then I got the light, so I'm gonna just try to get this panel off and see what I can see inside. That's gonna be where all my lockout codes are, is in there, and they don't make them easily accessible. This is a Sterling, it looks like. Well, this is helpful. For El Interrupto Limitio. So we tripped the limit, I think. I mean, this dust is everywhere, no wonder. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's just caked and covered everything. So we need to clean up all of this crap. Get that burner box out of there. You can see there's only one orifice coming from the gas valve, and it just feeds into that burner box. You can see there's some signs of it getting hot. that transformer and the sticker on that pressure switch. Even the board back in there. But I mean, I need to start by just blowing this out so I can work on it without, I mean, it's everywhere. And I'm gonna have that the rest of the day. So get a blower and blow all this out. Go from there. I think if we clean it up, we'll fire it off. It might be okay. I'm not sure why it would have tripped the limit, except there's a bag wrapped around or something wrapped around the shaft of that motor. So we need to get that out. Yeah, this is just a single speed motor, so we'll get an amp draw on it, blow it out. It's pretty warm. That could have stopped running. I have a motor problem. I don't know what was done. I think the maintenance guy was going around checking heaters as he went around both buildings, and he just found some that were not working. So, okay, clean it up, go from there. There's still dust crap falling out of that motor. It's all on the inside. The motor might be shot anyways. What the hell is this? I don't really want to try to disassemble this thing any further than I already have. I just need to get whatever that is off the shaft and then blow the motor out again. I blew everything out. I mean, it's dust and it's everywhere. I mean, everything you touch, it's just all over the place. So even blowing it out, it's only going to do so much. But I've just been trying to keep it out of my face the best I can. Another good look at the heat exchanger. I don't see any problems with that heat exchanger other than being covered in the same dust everything else is covered in. I think this guy's gonna be alright once we clean up that side. We'll get an amp draw on the motor and such, but I'll bet everything's alright with it. We'll kind of go from there. Let's try to get this crap off first. I don't know if it's some kind of insulation wrap. Not exactly sure. It was wrapped up in there good, man. I don't really know what that is. Could have been something from up top. It could have been something from one of these old pipes, and I'm not gonna touch that. I don't know what the buildup on there is, but again, I'm not gonna touch that. It might be just from whatever process. I mean, if you can see, the flue pipe on that oven is not good. I got a whole lot going on, but I say don't work with your blinders on. I'm probably going to note that to the customer, but I'm just trying to focus on what I got here. So we're going to clean it up. The motor, I don't feel any play or anything. I think it's going to be okay. Won't know till we get an amp draw. It's going to be okay till it dies, and that's probably what the recommendation will be. Run it till it dies. Unless the amp draw is not allowing it to run, but that was running when I got here. This is how much of that crap's on the ground. I started to back up to try to get a better position. That tire is just spinning. I ain't going nowhere. I'm stuck. I'm not even going forward. Let's try to go down and get this thing moving. I was trying to get on this side enough to get to that control panel better, but I'm fighting this now. Yeah. Let me go down and give this guy a shove. I'm gonna get this guy out of here. Let me get back on this. I don't know if that's just an extra bad spot or what, but I gotta get free before I can do anything else. Well, lighting's no longer a problem. I'm gonna see if I can get the English version in here somewhere. There's actually compressed air over there. He's gonna bring me an airline. I already kind of blew this out, but I'm gonna use his compressed air. Probably put a mask on and go to town. I'm gonna get this burner off too. Not sure how. It's all one piece. You have to get maybe the front panel off. I don't know, there's only one orifice. I might just need to make sure this is clear. I need to get the flame sensor out. It's covered in the same dust. Flame sensor and spark igniter. And get all this stuff blown out. See the overheating on that board. I don't know how well y'all can see, but there's some on those resistors up top. Starting to discolor. Made a hell of a cloud of dust. I got the air. It's just the light. Oh yeah. I think I found the manual. I mean, it's all over the place. Whew. Let's say she's a little dusty. That might be part of her problem. Now we take a break because it's quite dusty in here now. I got the manual, so I'm gonna step outside, let this air out for a minute, and see if I can't look at this manual. See if we can find out the limito actually tripped. So that would make more sense. The limit or rollout was open. That was the 4 flash. So it's probably just because it was dirty. I'd say the burner probably had all that dust in it, and then we probably did trip a rollout or the limit or something with everything that was going on. So we ought to be all right once we get it cleaned up. Let all the dust settle, get a drink, and then we'll come back in and do what we got to do. All right, so we got it cleaned up. We got a clean flame sensor and the spark. It was both were covered in that dust. They were loose when I blew through everything, and then we'll give it a fire off and see what she looks like. I blew the best I could out the motor. All of this got blown out really well. Now we'll kick her back on and see what happens. It was this rollout switch that tripped. I just hit the reset. This thing ought to fire off as long as I've got a call. Maybe I don't have a call. Now I got 3 flash code. the hell was 3? I'll have to go back and look and see what 3 was. Looks like maybe the motor was replaced. It's got a wire nut right there, or a wire connector, the combustion motor. So let's figure out what 3 flashes is, and then see I might have to find the thermostat. I don't know where it's at, but I'll have to make sure it's got a call. Now it's all coming together. 3 flashes. Pressure switch open with inducer on, or closed with inducer off. I thought I felt a vibration. That motor's warm right now. I think that motor's gonna be bad. I don't have an amp draw on it. I mean, it spins. I need to verify that I got a call, because I guess the pressure switch could be stuck the other way, closed with it off. But I need to I'm gonna check voltage at the motor, see what we got there. That motor might be dead, and that would make sense for the rollout switch to trip. Motor stopped, rollout switch tripped. We come find a mess, get it all cleaned up, and we find a problem. I got my meter lead shoved in there. We got 120 and no spinny thing coming on in the motor. So we got a dead combustion motor. So we can shut it off, the model and serial number. We're gonna start making a parts list as I work my way around to the others. Just gotta clean that guy. It ought to be okay. Once you get it clean, the motor's gonna die anyways. That motor's likely to die. They've all been ate up pretty good. You can see how it overheated. It burnt that wire straight to the I just noticed the discolored. It's not burnt all the way through, but it just burnt the insulation. Nice. Get that wire off of there. I just gave that guy a little spin. Listen to it. It's not gonna last. But we can see this thing fire up now. Nicely. Oh, that looks good. I mean, it's actually it's rated 1.0 amps, and that's what it's running. You heard the squeal. I mean, the bearings are shot on this thing. It needs to go. But we also want to get an amp draw on this guy right there. I believe that is going to be right there. 2.2 amps. So we'll let it run for a little while. That motor's probably going to drop out. We're going to recommend they replace the combustion motor. I'll check the amp draw on that motor, but it's probably okay. And if we're overamping, we'll make recommendations as we go. This guy's actually heating now, at least for a little while, until that motor stops again. I don't even know if y'all can read that. 2.6 amps. So I mean, that motor's okay. Darn 2.2 still. We're still fired to damn. This thing's still running. .95 amps. I mean, I wonder if it'll start back up if we turn it off. I switched spots again. They cleared that rack off. They've been working under me. started right up. I mean, it was squealing. That motor's hot. That we're gonna recommend they replace it. So I'm getting model and serial number on everything. I'm just gonna go clean this other guy. It's fired off. So if I find something interesting, I'll bring you back. But I'm just doing the first heating calls of the winter. It's still mid-October and fairly warm outside, but these guys are just preparing for the winter. Winter is coming. Like I said, if I find something interesting, I'll bring y'all back. If not, I'll see y'all next time. Leave a cherry bear and you found it.